What's up YouTube? Welcome back to our latest video. A lot of you have been asking about our overnight oats recipe. Alex is behind the camera taking the piss out of my hand movements. We thought we'd actually break it down with you today, and I'm going to show you 2 recipes of how you can make our go-to pre-workout, pre-event, pre-competition overnight oats, so you can use them as well. So let's get straight into it. First one we're going to make is my sticky date caramel overnight oats. This one is chef's kiss, it's so good. If you haven't got a Costco membership, suggest you get one. First of all, we're going to need oats. I'm going to do 40 grams of oats. If you want to eat more, you can eat more, but 40 grams works roughly for me. Around 100 ml of milk. The key thing for this is you want to make sure that it's not too runny. Runny overnight oats, not a fan. It's like soup. You want to make it thick still. So yeah, that was just under 100. Give that a bit of a mix. Now for flavouring, you can put whatever you want in. I'm going to use a salted caramel. Sticky date caramel is the flavour of choice. Salted caramel, my protein. If you want some discount, Sarah Outfit gets you 10% off. Half a scoop. The reason for half a scoop is if you're having a pre-workout, you don't actually need a lot of protein. You want to focus on carbohydrates. So I'm mainly adding this in for flavour. So half a scoop is plenty. You don't need to be having a full scoop or 2 scoops. It's just a bit excessive. Give that a mix in. See how it's pretty thick? You don't want it to be runny at all, because yeah, it's going to take overnight to soak up, but it's not just miraculously going to go. So yeah, that's the consistency you want. Step number 2 is the layering. This is essential, I would say, for any overnight oats. So always start with oats, then we layer with some yogurt, honey, peanut butter, dates, like so. A base layer of the oats, a tablespoon of the yogurt, and then a swizzle of peanut butter. If you haven't tried squeezable peanut butter, get on it. It's dangerous, but it's good. Bit of honey, because honey and peanut butter is the best combination. And then we also want some banana. Literally rinse and repeat, so just keep going with your oats. Aim to do about 3 layers. Another scoop of yogurt. Bruno's like, I'm here for the empty oat bowl. That's your role and responsibility in this kitchen, isn't it, B? Drizzle of peanut butter, and then the rest of the dates on top. And that's simple as that. Sticky date overnight oats. I'm going to put the calories and the macros on the screen. On to flavour number 2. This is what we call our berry swirl.
Is that what we call it?
I made that name up this morning.
I've never heard you call that before. We call this our very swirl.
Alex, we call it this.
Very
swirl. 5 minutes ago.
Right, yeah,
5 minutes ago. Okay. Reset the scales. 40, maybe 50, maybe 51 grams. Same again. 100 ml approx of milk. Then I wanted to try this vanilla honeycomb. Yeah, it's got with honeycomb flavoured pieces. I smelt it before.
That actually smells like honeycomb, like legit.
You can kind of see the bits in it, to be fair. Little bits. So again, half a scoop, because you don't actually need that much protein in a pre-workout. We're just going for flavour. Boom. Straight in. Okay, same again, we're going to layer it, so aim to do about 3 layers of each. So a bit of the delicious honeycomb flavoured protein on the bottom. So this one, instead of peanut butter, we're going to go for a bit of jam. And then I use frozen blueberries for this one, because when it melts, it goes like a bit of a jammy flavour anyway, which is really nice. And then we're going to go for a bit of banana, and then just layer it up again. That is the very swirl. See why I called it the very swirl? That looks delicious, if I do not say so myself. This one's a little bit lighter on calories if you are looking for a lower calorie option. This one is probably about 100 calories more. We'll obviously put the calories and macros on the screen, but both of them taste absolutely delicious. So there are go-to pre-event, pre-race, pre-workout, pre-anything meals that we always have, purely because they've got complex carbohydrates from your oats, they've got simple carbohydrates from your fruit, your banana, which is going to give you that quick release of energy, and they're pretty satiating as well because they've got a little bit of protein in them. So yeah, if you're looking for a breakfast that's going to give you a good slow release of energy, that's going to make you feel good and feel fueled for your training, then these are honestly your secret. I always have these for breakfast. Alex sometimes has these for lunch as well as a snack. Say if you're like traveling on a train, or you know, you're in the car and you need something 2 or 3 hours before your workout. Say if you've got a HYROX in the afternoon and you want something like for lunch, these are actually really, really helpful. You can put them in your bag and eat them on the go too. So yeah.
I'll end up swapping my breakfast and lunch basically the other way around, and then have one of these as pre-workout.
Yeah. Do whatever you like. But I've put all the ingredients in the caption with the calories and macros as well. Make sure you're following us on Instagram as well for more recipes just like this one, and we'll see you in the next one.